don't look at my glove, it's ripped. Friends, enemies, exes, ops, stalkers, clout chasers, and anyone else I might be forgetting so rudely. Welcome back to Taylor Television for day 102 of straight live streams. I set a goal to go live every day for 100 days. And then I straight up beasted that and just kept going because I actually really love going live. And I really love all of my subscribers and I like being here with you. Hey, Zeke, what's up? I like checking in with you guys. You are my babies. I am your mother. And that might be a little confusing to some of you guys. So, hey, Mickey Mooney, what's up, Zeke? I'm just popping on before bed to read you guys a bedtime story. I'm going to read chapter 1 of Alice in Wonderland. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Hey, Brian H. Special welcome to all my members, guys. We are having our members only stream tomorrow night and our regular stream tomorrow night. So, tomorrow we're having our Friday night party and members only stream. So, be there or be square. I'm going to have a special theme tomorrow. I'm going to show you guys in members only. We're going to go behind the scenes of our monthly theme for next month. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm working on for March. You guys are going to be there with me. You're also going to be able to vote for everything in the poll. You're going to get to vote for what I eat, what I wear, what we play, all that in members only. That's going to be really fun. My glove ripped, and I'm sorry, but anyway, I'm only on here to read you guys a bedtime story in a segment I like to call Shut Up and Let Me Read to You. We did already read chapter 1 of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, but it was like caught in the middle of a stream. So tonight we're going to start fresh. We're going to read the beginning poem, and then we're going to read the first chapter. And I actually really like reading this book even better than The Wizard of Oz. Hey, Marshall Davis. Hey, SB. What do I do? Win. Theme, $10 shots. Exactly. Wing night. Tomorrow is the best day of the week. Yeah. Friday's my favorite night. That's why I do my party stream on Friday night because it's definitely the best day of the week. And yeah, guys, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for my regular stream on Friday night. And then we'll do our members only stream because it's the last day of the month. And for now, you're going to shut up and let me read to you because we are reading chapter 1 of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Louis Carroll. Make sure you like the stream and all that good stuff. Hello there, beautiful. It's me, your friendly neighborhood stalker. Hey, what's up? It's me, your friendly neighborhood streamer. I've been live for 102 days straight now. 102? 102 days straight, guys. All right, here we go, guys. All in the golden afternoon, full leisurely we glide, for both our oars with little skill by little arms are plied, while little hands make vain pretense our wanderings to guide. Ah, cruel three, in such an hour, beneath such dreamy weather, to beg a tale of breath too weak to stir the tiniest feather. Yet what can one poor voice avail against 3 tongues together? Imperious Prima flashes forth her edict to begin it. In gentler tone Secunda hopes there will be nonsense in it, while Tertia interrupts the tale not more than once a minute. Anon to sudden silence one, in fancy they pursue, the dream child moving through a land of wonders wild and new, in friendly chat with bird or beast, and half believe it true. And ever as the story drained the wells of fancy dry, and faintly strove that wary one to put the subject by. The rest next time, it is next time, the happy voices cry. Thus grew the tale of Wonderland, thus slowly one by one, its quaint events were hammered out, and now the tale is done, and home we steer a merry crew beneath the setting sun. Alice, a childish story take, and with a gentle hand lay it where childhood's dreams are twined, in memory's mystic band, like pilgrims withered wreaths of flowers plucked in a far-off land. Ooh, that got to be a tongue twister at the end. Thanks, Zeke. Yeah, we are just, I'm reading you guys a bedtime story. That was the beginning poem that Alice in Wonderland starts with. And now we are going to go down the rabbit hole. I'll show you guys the photos. I got the book with the pictures in it for you guys so I could show you the pictures. Make sure to hit the stream with a like. Yo, what up, JM3? You missed Tyler? Oh, Tyler's coming back, trust me. Tyler's coming back. Tyler doesn't drink coffee. Tyler only drinks Coke. Tyler's my male alter ego. Chapter 1. Today I cleaned out my closet and my wardrobe and I put like 3 things aside. I'm like, that's Tyler's. That's definitely Tyler's. Bedtime story and our plays. We're reading Alice in Wonderland. Subscribe to the channel to see all the chapters. Alice was beginning, okay, chapter 1, Down the Rabbit Hole. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice, that's the rabbit if you didn't see it. Once or twice, she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but had had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversation? So she was considering in her own mind, as well as she could, for the hot day made her feel sleepy and stupid, whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies, when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. There was nothing so very remarkable in that, nor did Alice think so very much out of the way to hear the rabbit say to itself, oh dear, I shall be late." When she thought it over afterwards, it occurred to her that she ought to have wondered at this, but at the same time, it all seemed quite natural. But when the rabbit actually took a watch out of his waistcoat pocket and looked at it and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet, for it flashed across her mind that she had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take out of it, and burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it, and fortunately was in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. Hey, Watermelon, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks, Tina Blings. Where have I been? I've been living my life. I've been in the world. In another moment, oh, in another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way, and then dipped suddenly down, so suddenly that Alice had not a moment to think about stopping herself before she found herself falling down a very deep well. Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look about her and to wonder what was going to happen next. First, she tried to look down and make out what she was coming to, but it was too dark to see anything. Then she looked at the sides of the well and noticed that they were filled with cupboards and bookshelves. Here and there, she saw maps and pictures hung upon pegs. She took down a jar from one of the shelves as she passed. It was labeled orange marmalade, but to her great disappointment, it was empty. She did not like to drop the jar for fear of killing somebody, so managed to put it into one of the cupboards as she fell past it. Well, thought Alice to herself, after such a fall as this, I shall think nothing of tumbling downstairs. How brave they'll all think me at home. Why, I wouldn't say anything about it, even if I fell off the top of a house, which was very likely true. Down, down, down. Would the fall never come to an end? I wonder how many miles I've fallen by this time, she said aloud. I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth. Let me see. That would be 4,000 miles down, I think. For you see, Alice had learned several things of this sort in her lessons at the schoolroom. And though this is not a very good opportunity for showing off her knowledge, as there was no one to listen to her, still it was good practice to say it over. Yes, that's about the right distance, but then I wonder what latitude or longitude I've got to. Alice had no idea what latitude was, or longitude either, but thought they were very grand words to say. Presently she began again. I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it'll seem to come out among the people that walk with their heads downward. The antipathies, I think. She was rather glad there was no one listening this time, as it didn't sound at all the right word. But I shall have to ask them what the name of the country is, you know. Please, ma'am, is this New Zealand or Australia? And she tried to curtsy as she spoke. Fancy curtsying as you're falling through the air. Do you think you could manage it? And what an ignorant little girl she'll think me for asking. No, it'll never do to ask. Perhaps I shall see it written down somewhere. Down, down, down. There was nothing else to do, so Alice soon began talking again. Dinah will miss me very much tonight, I should think. Dinah was the cat. I hope they'll remember her saucer of milk at tea time. Dinah, my dear, I wish you were down here with me. There are no mice in the air, I'm afraid, but you might catch a bat, and that's very like a mouse, you know. But do cats eat bats, I wonder? And here Alice began to get rather sleepy and went on saying to herself in a dreamy sort of way, do cats eat bats? Do cats eat bats? And sometimes do bats eat cats? For you see, as she couldn't answer either question, it didn't much matter which way she put it. She felt that she was dozing off and had just begun to dream that she was walking hand in hand with Dinah and saying to her very earnestly, now, Dinah, tell me the truth. Did you ever eat a bat? When suddenly, thump, thump, down she came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over. Alice was not a bit hurt, and she jumped up onto her feet in a moment. She looked up, but it was all dark overhead. Before her was another long passage, and the White Rabbit was still in sight, hurrying down it. There was not a moment to be lost. Away went Alice like the wind, and was just in time to hear it say, as it turned the corner, "Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting!" She was close behind it when she turned the corner, but the rabbit was no longer to be seen. She found herself in a long, low hall, which was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. We have a picture. Hey, Freshly Wild. Hey, Jarvis. Hey, Nick. I'm reading you guys chapter 1 of Alice in Wonderland as a bedtime story. If you guys are in the stream, make sure you hit it with a like. And don't forget to subscribe to hear the chapters every night. There were doors all around the hall, and they were all locked, and when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever to get out again. Suddenly she came upon the little three-legged table, all made of solid glass. There was nothing on it except a tiny golden key, and Alice's first thought was that it might belong to one of the doors of the hall. But alas, either the locks were too large or the key was too small, but at any rate it would not open any of them. However, on the second time round, she came upon a low curtain she had not noticed before, and behind it was a little door about 15 inches high. She tried the little golden key in the lock, and to her great delight it fitted. Alice opened the door and found it led to a small passage, not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked along the passage into the loveliest garden you ever saw. How she longed to get out of that dark hall and wander about among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains, but she could not even get her head through the doorway. And even if my head would go through, thought poor Alice, it'd be of very little use without my shoulders. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could if I only knew how to begin. For you see, so many out of the way things had happened lately that Alice had begun to think that very few things indeed were really impossible. Alice was starting to think that there really was no rules. We need to make Alice promise never to do another rule ever again. Hey, Kill Nothing But Time. Yay! Inner child healing. A lot of people ask me how I'm so happy. I always forget to mention that I did all that inner child healing stuff. Like the stream if you're in here, you little scoundrels. It's free, and it really helps my channel. I'm reading you a bedtime story. Come on, hit the like. The second to be there seemed to be no use in waiting by the little door, so she went back to the table, half hoping she might find another key on it, or at any rate a book of rules for shutting people up like telescopes. There really are no rules. This time she found a little bottle on it, which certainly was not here before, said Alice. Hey, Jarvis, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And okay, wait, hold on a second. Or at any rate, a book of rules for shutting people up like telescopes. This time she found a little bottle on it, which certainly was not here before, said Alice. And round the neck of the bottle was a paper label with the words "Drink Me" beautifully printed on it in large letters. It was all very well to say "drink me," but the wise little Alice was not going to do that in a hurry. "No, I'll look first," she said, "and see whether it's marked poison or not," for she had read several nice little histories about children who had got burnt and eaten up by wild beasts and other unpleasant things, all because they would not remember the simple rules their friends had taught them, such as that a red-hot poker will burn you if you hold it too long, that if you cut your finger very deeply with a knife, it usually bleeds, and she had never forgotten that. If you drank much from a bottle marked poison, it's almost certain to disagree with you sooner or later. However, the bottle was not marked poison, so Alice ventured to taste it, and finding it very nice, it had, in fact, a sort of mixed flavor of cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot buttered toast. She very soon finished it off. "What a curious feeling," said Alice. "I must be shutting up like a telescope." And so it was indeed. She was now only 10 inches high, and her face brightened up at the thought that she was not the right size for going through the little door sorry guys. And so it was indeed. She was now only 10 inches high, and her face brightened up at the thought that she was now the right size for going through the little door into that lovely garden. First, however, she waited for a few minutes to see if she was going to shrink any further. She felt a little nervous about this, for it might end, you know, said Alice herself, in my going out altogether like a candle. I wonder what I should be like then. And she tried to fancy what the flame of a candle is like after the candle is blown out, for she could not remember ever having seen such a thing. After a while, finding that nothing more happened, she decided on going into the garden at once, but alas for poor Alice, when she got to the door, she found she had forgotten the little golden key, and when she went back to the table for it, she found she could not possibly reach it. She could see it quite plainly through the glass, and she tried her best to climb up on one of the legs of the table, but it was too slippery. And when she had tried herself, and when she had tried, and when she had tired herself out with trying, the poor little thing sat down and cried. "Come on, there's no use in crying like that," said Alice to herself rather sharply. "I advise you to leave it off this minute." She generally gave herself very good advice, though she seldom followed it, and sometimes she scolded herself so severely as to bring tears into her eyes, and once she remembered trying to box her own ears for having cheated herself in a game of croquet she was playing against herself, for the curious child was very fond of pretending to be two people. Gemini vibes. But it's no use now, she thought, to pretend to be two people. Why, there's hardly enough of me left to make one respectable person. Soon her eye fell on a little glass box that was lying under the table. She opened it and found in it a very small cake on which the words "Eat me" were beautifully marked in currants. "Well, I'll eat it," said Alice, "and if it makes me grow larger, I can reach the key, and if it makes me grow smaller, I can creep under the door. So either way, I'll get into the garden, and I don't care which happens." She ate a little bit, and she said anxiously to herself, "Which way, which way?" holding her hand on the top of her head to feel which way she was growing, and she was quite surprised to find that she remained the same size. To be sure, this generally happens when one eats cake, but Alice had got so much into the way of expecting nothing but out of the way things to happen that it seemed quite dull and stupid for life to go on in the common way. So she set to work, and she very soon finished off the cake. Standing back and standing by, Alice thinks there really are no rules. Chapter 2 is called Pool of Tears. We'll read that tomorrow. Yeah. Love you guys. You know, I took care of today. I relaxed. I organized my closet. I organized my room. I did the thing I said I was going to do. If you guys are in here, make sure you hit the stream with a like. I did the thing I said I was going to do, and I relaxed. I took a day off of streaming, but then I was like, thanks, Real Alex. Welcome to my stream. And then I was like, you know what? I gotta Alice in Soberland. I was like, I gotta come and see the people. I gotta see what they're up to. I gotta let them know I love them. I could read them a chapter of the book. We read that chapter. I know. But I decided to start it from scratch in a nighttime vibe because the last chapter we read is just buried in a live stream. So now this is called Chapter 1 of Alice in Wonderland, and we're gonna leave it at that. Um, so yeah, guys, I hope you had a great day. Tomorrow is Friday. We're going to meet up to discuss how our goals of the week went, right? This is the last week of me focusing on getting my nutrition back in shape because I am on a journey to get my best body by the time I turn 40 in June. So my entire channel is documenting, resetting, and restarting my life from scratch, basically from rock bottom. And part of that is getting my body in perfect shape by the time I turn 40. Uh, so yeah, plus the beginnings of my 100-day streak of daily walks. So yeah, tomorrow we will talk about this week's goals that include fitness and nutrition goals. I closed my garage and put my bike away. Yeah, you love the lighting of my room. Thanks. I love these. Looking forward to chapter 2. Thanks. I'll read it at night so we can use it as a bedtime story. Ugly, saggy breast. Maybe a little belly because I'm so full, but like I don't think so, bro. I just don't think so, Twig. So I turned 40 in June. Yeah. Thanks. It's from Amazon. It's pink, but you can't really tell. I was using it to light myself with like a soft pink glow. I have my lava lamp going in the corner, but you can't see it from here. I'll put it in the background for the next time. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me here in my live stream. I've been thinking about you guys today, sending you good vibes. I really did have to take care of myself today. I finished my 100-day live stream streak, and then I went live for another day. Thanks, Taylor B. Thanks for being here. This is my Alice in Wonderland headband. I'm not wearing the whole costume, but I am wearing blue and white, so it kind of works. But anyways, guys, yeah, tomorrow we are gonna meet to discuss how our goals went this week. And then on Saturday, we are going to do workout and walking content because I'm setting a Guinness World Record for walking across the island of Long Island over 5 days in June. And I'll tell you how I'm doing with getting in touch with 50 Cent. I'm trying to get in touch with 50 Cent. It's a long story. We'll talk about it tomorrow. and on Saturday. And then Sunday is going to be our weekly reset because a good week starts on Sunday. That's my Italian grandmother theme where we do meal prep and getting ready for the week ahead. And so, yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow night, Friday night stream, Friday Night Lights pizza party. And then I'll see you, my members afterwards, Friday Night Lights, members only party after hours. Then Saturday, walking, fitness stuff. Sunday, week reset. And then Monday, we'll have a Monday morning motivation show where we discuss our goals for the week. March's theme is all about organization of our inner mind and our outer world to really get clear on where we're going. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do that on Monday. Thanks, Taylor. I'm young at heart, so I look younger. But also, I do a lot of other things I share with you here. I did my Korean skin mask. I've been doing a Korean sheet mask every day. I've been trying to do it every day. And I have to say, even though I've gotten Botox, laser, all sorts of things, I've never gotten more compliments on my skin. Hey, Rich P. Hey, Van. Special shout out to all my members. I'm excited to see you guys in members only. We just read chapter 1 of Alice in Wonderland as part of Shut Up and Let Me Read to You Bedtime Story series. I've never gotten more compliments on my skin than when I started doing a sheet mask every night. So I got a multi-pack, so they're really only like $1 a piece, and I've been doing them every day. So yeah, Maximus, I take care of myself. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for being here and sharing some of your time with me tonight. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit it with a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell, and make sure all your notifications are on so you get notified when I go live. Uh, I guess tomorrow is going to start our regularly scheduled programming, you know? So I'll have to put a post. Hey, Charkset, surprise, I'm here. I decided to just hop on quickly and read you guys a chapter of the book we're reading. Thanks for liking the stream, guys. And if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to hit it with a like. I did a charcoal or a clay mask today. I actually put it all over my chest. And then I did my sheet mask. And now I'm just getting ready to go to bed. I already said goodnight to the kids. I just need to brush my teeth, and I get to get in bed and binge watch 6 Feet Under. Has anyone seen 6 Feet Under? Yeah, it's my Alice in Wonderland. It looks, you can tell more when I have the whole costume on. All right, guys. So, yeah, we'll do tomorrow. And yeah, my whole channel is documenting the process of restarting and reinventing my whole life, building it into the life of my dreams, and inspiring and motivating you guys to do the same thing for your own lives because I think a lot of us are living lives much smaller than the ones that we're capable of. And I want to see how much of my own potential I can fulfill in my life, and I want to motivate you guys to do the same for yourself. So nice to see you. I'm great, Charsket. I'm glad I got to see you. Thanks for coming into my stream. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. We will do a Friday Night Lights party, and then we'll do a members only live stream after that. And we'll play games, and we'll do all the good stuff we always do. Bye, Killing Nothing But Time. Thanks for being in here. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good night.